Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be playing F1 2013 and we are going to be doing the 3-lap challenge. The only rules for this are that 10 cars must finish the race unless I am doing classic, which means that 5 have to. Also, I must complete all 3 laps and get a place on the grid. Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we're doing F1 2013 3-lap challenge on Monaco in heavy rain. We are Raikkonen and we are in the Lotus. We've got Alonso and Mark Webber ahead of us and Massa directly behind us. Soon about to start here. We got the curves, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. Massa straight away is coming up on our inside as we try and keep up with Webber. We don't quite keep up with him. He does eventually get away. As we go into the first corner, can't see anything. We do get past Webber, but Massa gets past us then. Takes us on the inside. Rosberg is now ahead of us, now Alonso. We do eventually take the place back from Massa and keep a solid 5th place through the first corner, which is always good not to lose any positions. Actually gaining positions is better, which we did. Now we can't see a thing as we go into this next corner. We hit Alonso in the back and we've spun right around as we are facing the traffic. This is never a good position to be in. We're losing places Maldonado, their last drive to go past us though, so we do get to stay in 11th place. Still managed to stay in front of Massa. I think we held him up a bit. Nearly hit Maldonado there, managed to just avoid him, and then we hit him there, trying to nearly spin him. And we do end up taking him on this corner. We do go too wide, so he does end up taking his position back, which is slightly irritating, and Romain Grosjean also takes advantage of our wide corner, going past us. We do try and take him on the inside here, but we do end up going too slow around this corner, and he just takes it like we weren't even there. We have to eventually back out of that. Hulkenberg now behind us. We do try and stick to Grosjean so that we don't lose any valuable time. And we're going through into the tunnel. This is one of the most dangerous places to be on the track. As you can see, we do spin straight away after pressing that curves button, and now we're losing even more places. Try and reverse out, get hit in the back. Now Max Chilton and Bottas, I believe, are the only 2 drivers behind us. So we're coming out of the tunnel. Clean air basically, no one really in front of us until we come out into the C-trap and realise that nearly everyone's crashed. So you try and go straight down the middle so we don't have to cause any more crashes, but the race does get stopped. We are back on the grid in 16th position. Max Chilton behind us. Hulkenberg, Maldonado and Grosjean are the 3 drivers in front of us. Hopefully we can get just a good start like we did last time. Maybe get past Hulkenberg. Looks like we're about to. A good start. Hulkenberg also gets a good start though, which is unusual for a car like his. Don't end up taking Hulkenberg, which is a great shame. And we do go in the first corner without being able to see a thing. We do clip Maldonado. Take a few drivers on the inside, gain 2 positions through that first corner, but then we do get held up, do get caught in the back, and we're not able to get away. Then we do get pushed down to 17th place, and Charles Pic is still pushing us in the back. Remember that name, Charles Pic. Just remember it. So he's basically just trying to put us both out of the race. There we go. We see his wheel come up on our left-hand side, which is a bit dangerous of him to try and dive there. We did try and take this as cleanly as possible. We go quite fast through it, and we don't end up spinning, which is always a good thing. Doing it hitting the barrier there, and spinning there, and Charles Pic does eventually get his position back. Well, not back. He never had it in the first place. He doesn't get in that position. We're coming through into the hairpin turn, one of the most famous turns at Monaco. Quite dangerous in the rain. We do spin on our own there, which isn't very good. And we do take this corner too wide. We don't slow down enough through it. So we do lose a lot of time on Charles Pic in that instance. You take this corner fine though, the second last corner into the tunnel. This is the last corner into the tunnel now. Take that one nicely as well. Once again, we're not going to use our curves to the tunnel. Very dangerous place to use it, but the only place you can. It's the straightest part of the track, really. You hit the wall, we actually keep composure, and we see another big cluster of drivers. We try and take the inside, we realise there is a wall there, so we do end up having to reverse embarrassed with our pink cheeks, red cheeks even, out of there. We want to try and come on, not in last place. We do that, we're in front of Perez. We see Hamilton on the side of the track, so we do just go past him, even though it says no overtaking, but he was still, and he keeps pushing against us. Eventually he does just give up and lets go past. Though it did say no overtaking, he was a still car, so we thought, what's the worst that can happen? We take that corner fine. We keep going very smoothly, and then we come through here. We cut that corner by after hitting the edge, and Alonso, Director and Maldonado are all stuck in a group back in front of us. Unfortunately for us, we don't actually manage to get past any of them until this next corner, where we do take Maldonado on the inside. Most of the drivers there hitting the outer wall, I guess you could call it, and we're coming through to finish the second lap, I think? No, the first lap of the restarted race. Coming through the first corner behind Paul Di Resta, and we do take this corner very smoothly until we lose the back end a tiny bit. The racing person is telling us to go to lean fuel and telling us to keep inside of Di Resta. And we do end up hitting the walls here, losing a bit of grip on the tyres. Hamilton can't take advantage there, and we actually gain a bit of time until that corner where we do have to stop to go around the corner. Paul Di Resta, still the person in front. Hamilton now behind us, really close to us. As we come to the hairpin, more players back out, drivers back out. It's only 11 drivers left, and we do again go wide, but also get told off the corner footing. So we really can't take that corner very well at all. This corner was fine though, and we're going back into the tunnel. We've used all our curves this lap. I don't even know where they've gone, but we have. So we go through this tunnel careless, and then we lose place to Hamilton and hit the walls, and then we lose a place to Maldonado and Sutton. We're now taught that 11. I don't know how that works. Hit Sutton in the back to say, what are you doing? Then you have to cut the corner. Chilton there blocking the corner. We have to hit him in the front, and now we are 8 out of 10 drivers. At the moment it still feels like we can finish the race and be a success, but we do start to slow down because we have no fuel. We'll be struggling to finish the race in the 2 minutes that we get given after the person who comes first has finished the race. We are still 8 out of 10 drivers. Sutil is still the driver behind us as we come through this corner all alone. We are 8 seconds off Bianchi, 6 seconds ahead of Sutil, until we realise that when we go around this corner we do go wide, and Sutil is right on our back. We can see in the minimap he's right there. We're coming through to finish the second lap of the challenge, which is always a good marker, and Sutil he doesn't even try, he does take her inside. We're now down to 9 out of 10, and Chilton also takes us on the outside. We are now 10 out of 10. But if we still finish the race, it still counts as a success because all the drivers have finished the race. Well, 10 drivers have finished the race. And we do stop here because we do get a bit confused about the car and the iteration. We think the gearbox is on manual, so we do have to go and check that. We pause it here. Go down to see the driving controls, driving assist, and we do realise that gearbox is on automatic, so there's obviously something wrong with the car. So we reverse out of the place we were in, and we start to accelerate away slowly because the car is having problems. So we use our curve to get away. We get told to not overtake. There's no one to overtake, so that's all fine. On the minimap there we can see there's a crash, and that is Grosjean. He is out of the race. We got told by our race person, I don't even know what they're called. So as you can see we are kind of stuck on gear 2, not getting anywhere further than that on the automatic, so we do start trying to play around with the manual gears, not leading to anything. So we are basically on the track on our own, but now there is only 6 drivers left, so this will not count as a success even if we do end up finishing. Remember this, How did he even do that? Finishing the race. Charles Pic there is finished somehow, even though he was about 13th place with us. And now there's only 5 drivers left, there's only 4 drivers left, so this definitely won't count. We are 6 out of 4, which doesn't quite make sense. We're now just trying to finish this race all on our own. There's no one near us. They're coming behind us to overlap us. Which is a great shame, because I thought that we started off quite well. But we're coming through the tunnel all alone, we're coming into the speed trap. Not much is a speed trap when you're going really slowly. Unfortunately here guys, the game sound did actually mess up a bit. I don't know what happened, that's why it sounds kind of muffled. We just cut the corner, there's no point of taking it. No, there's no one near us, we're not going fast enough for it to ruin us. Our emergency lights are flashing on the dashboard. We can't do anything about it though. We can't go in to get more fuel. I don't know how to change the fuel thing. And we do end up spinning here after not paying much attention to the driving and more attention on the lights. And again we find it hard to accelerate away from that crash, but we do eventually get it up to gear 2 and get through this weird turny thing. Charles Pic, I believe that is, coming up behind us, trying to overlap us. And we do try and take this corner properly this time. We don't normally do it. We do end up taking the inside though and crashing into the side and spinning. Charles Pic now just going straight past us, overlapping us. He'll be going to finish his 4th lap, while we are only going to finish our 3rd. We are now struggling to make it in. We're not going to get past gear 2, as I don't know who they are, but two drivers are coming up behind us. They're attempting to take us, but they don't actually attempt to take us, they just come up behind us. We do manage to stay away from them and finish with 20 seconds to spare. All in all, that was a bit of a weird race. Don't really know what's going on half the time. We do end up finishing the race, but that will not count as a success because only 4 drivers finished. So fortunately, it won't count. As you can see there, we did gain 2 places from all the shenanigans that happened, and Raikkonen seems quite happy with that result, so we'll let him go home and celebrate that with his family. Unfortunately for us, it won't be good enough. As you can see here, we are looking at the finishing people. Everyone got a penalty in the top 3, apart from, well, top 4 apart from me. As you see, all of these drivers did get DNF. A few got disqualified at the bottom there. So yeah, we do end up finishing 4th. Thank you for watching, rate, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all later.